Hi, good morning all. Again, welcome back to English class. This video has been recorded as part of ICET Public School online classes. This class has been made for grade 9 and 10. Today we are going to discuss another topic from English grammar. In this video we will be going with few more examples and the sentence patterns and the basic information related to the topic only being given in this video. Let us look into the topic first. As you know, tenses we have discussed one time, the first class. This is our second class. In this class we are going to deal with the past form of the tense. In the first class you have learned all the present forms, usages and all the possible types of sentence structures in present tense, and where we will be using present tense. All the present forms we have discussed and you learned it. I hope it is so. And in this video we are going to deal with simple past tense first, and we will continue to the all tense forms. While we were discussing present forms of the tense, we have said that there are four subdivisions for the present tense forms, which are simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. The same way for past tense also we have the four subdivisions, which are simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. They are the four subdivisions of the tense, past tense. On to the usages. What is simple past tense? It is used to express an action that happened or completed in past, usually a very little time before speaking, or action which is just completed. Did you get it or not? Any action, any activity that has completed in the past, not now, just before we are discussing, speaking, that has finished, that completed. That means not very long time ago, that is just before you are watching this video, that has finished, such a way, or just completed in that sense. For example, your homework, you have just completed your homework. So in that, I completed homework, you can say that. And any action that has just finished in the past, and one thing to underline that it should not be very long time ago that the action has finished. Now the another usage, time of action is not specified in terms of long time ago or short time ago, but it makes a sense that the action has done a little time ago. That is, no time is given. In that case, whether it is finished just before or very long time ago, we don't know. In that case also we can use simple past tense. Did you understand or not? We said two usages. One, only two uses means any action that has happened in the past but it is not very long time ago. One usage. Another time usage, we will use simple past tense form to express anything that has happened but the time has not mentioned. We know that is a completed action, finished action, but the time is not given. But simple past tense is the formula, very as you know it, formula and examples for simple past tense. The positive sentence can be framed in this way. First you can write the subject, then the past form of the verb, then object, then place, then time. This is the order of writing the sentence. Keep in mind, always place and time will be coming at the end of the sentence. Negative, you know that, subject, then we will add did not, then the verb, object, place, time, like that. When we are making the question, we will bring the auxiliary verb did in front of the sentence, like did plus subject plus main form of verb, then the remaining part of the sentence, like that. This is, you know it, with the example also we can go. Examples: positive sentence, he gave me a gift. That's an action that has happened just before. He gave me a gift. They went to cinema. Another example, two examples: he gave me a gift, they went to cinema. He did not give me a gift. That is the negative sentence for that. Did not. He did not give me a gift. So here not gave, okay. Did not gave, no need. Did not give, because already we used the past form did, then no need to use again gave, okay. He did not give me a gift, then they did not go to cinema. Question: did I make a table? Did I make a table? For writing this all tense form, did I make a, did you answer correctly? Past form of verb means what? What does it mean by? Things to remember. Normally we have to add past form of the verb, meaning we add ed to base form of verb to make past form. You know it. Base form means that without any suffix or prefix, that is called base form. If we are taking the example as for example, complete is an example for a base form of the verb. Complete, completing, completed, incomplete, and completely, all that forms, you know, that is not base form. Base form means without any suffix or prefix, that is the base form. So we add ed to base form of verb to make past form. We add d to verb ending in e. So sometimes we generally we add ed or d to make past form. This is simple, but making it very transparent with you, the topic. I am including all these kind of silly things also. I am trying to include it. Remember, you know, play, played, we added ed. Jump, jumped, we added ed. Then dance, danced, we added only d, because the reason, the base form of the verb that ends in e, already it ends in e, then no need to add one more ed. Sometimes we add t to base form of verb to make past form. Listen very carefully, okay. There are many children, many students who are making mistake. Do you remember in grade 10 children, do you remember that in our English group someone wrote a wrong sentence, then I told Rania to correct it and she corrected it? You remember it? The mistake was related to this. That is, sometimes we add a t to base form of verb to make past form. So there are some verbs like that. Most of the verbs can be changed into past form of the verb by adding ed or d, but there are few verbs that will change by adding t at the end of it. Example, learned, then its past form is learned, t. Burn, burnt. Smell, smelt. Okay, that is the past form of the this type of. There are many other. Send, send first. Okay, that is the base form. The past form is sent, t will come. Some verbs remain same. When we are making the past form of the verb, that will not go for any change. Example, cut, past form is cut. Put, past form also put. Shut also the same way, past form is shut. Not only the past form, next past participle also coming, you know. V3 form of the verb also same. Cut, cut, cut. Put, put, shut, shut, shut. No, don't write shutted or putted. Then some verbs are changed totally in a different spelling. That you know it. Some words when we are forming the past form of the present, so the entire word will change. Not ed or d or t or no, not like that. The end. For example, go. Its past form is went. There is no connection with the spelling of go and went. It's entirely different. Sell, sold, totally changed. Come, came. Okay, so it should have been comed, but unfortunately in English it is the past form of come is came. Okay, sell, sold. So no more time you are supposed to make mistake. This is the last warning, and this is the last time you get an opportunity to learn this. Okay, we can move. These are the few types of verbs we have gone through, that to make aware of it. Now past tense, you can make the past form of this one. You can practice. They walked to school. So on Monday, so a time is given, that is on Monday they walked to school. You can write they walked to school. Now please, dear children, you can use, okay, keep on writing with me. Take your pen or pencil and keep on writing with me. Another example, I listen to music. You can write on Sunday you may write listen to music, listened, ed. Okay, then I jump is given yesterday. The past form of jump, you know it, you can write. Another example, I dance at school last week. The past form of dance, you can write only d. I danced at school. That is past form of this sentence. Like this, you can write this also. I laugh last year. Then we are moving on to the another. I hope that you have written a few. Why I told you to write that few examples, that will be more. I shall be here. Okay, look here. That will be say printing in your mind when you are writing. Then you are thinking, you are feeling. Now we are going to the topic, how to speak past form. How to speak past form of the. There are two ending sounds for past tense. Okay, you got it. There are two ending sound. Did you get it or not? What I told, that when we are making the past form of the verb jump, past form of the verb is jumped. Okay, so and another one, dance, danced. There are two words. These are the words we pronounce it. Only used for verbs ending with a T or D sound. I mean, the base form of the word that already end in D or T. D or T. Then when we are forming past form of it, we will pronounce it. For example, decided, decided, decided. Got it? Invited, needed, needed. Okay, planted, 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 planted. Okay, wrong, wrong. Planted, planted, planted. Pronounce it. Then posted, posted, posted. Got it? I posted the letter. Like that. I posted the letter. I posted the letter. I posted. Wrong. Okay, wrong. Not the sound. It is past form of it is posted. Okay, started. We have already started the class. Started the class. It. Last sound should be it, because the base form of the word ends with d or t. Then we have to pronounce it. Some words that end in d sound only used for verbs ending in a voiced sound. So voiced and voiceless sound we will learn in pronunciation. I don't know whether you have learned it or not before, but some words, understand this way, some words that we will pronounce only. For example, moved, moved. Okay, so in order to make a stylish pronunciation, don't say move it, no need. Okay, saved, cleaned, enjoyed, like that. Last d sound, only d. Okay, not it, only d sound we will pronounce that. Okay, we can move. Past tense, yes. Verbs. There is normally no need for was or has. Got it or not? In simple past tense, no need of was or has. No need to use. Which one is correct? You can look. See, the robot has played last week. No need to say robot has played. The robot played last week is the correct one. Okay. If you say has played, then there should not be last week in that. Got it? The robot has played is wrong. It's a wrong sentence. You can say the robot played last week. No need of has or was. The robot went to played last week. The robot was play last week. The robot went to played. No, never we used to played or something. The robot was play last week. That also the both the sentence. Third one and fourth one both are wrong. The robot went to play last week also wrong. The robot was play last week also wrong. Got it? So the second one only, the robot has played last week, wrong. The robot went to played last week, wrong. The robot was play last week, because to make it past we use was. The robot was play last week, wrong sentence. Simple past tense you can use in simple way. The robot played last week, like that. Then we are moving on to past continuous tense. In past continuous tense, the formula and the usages of it, examples, these three things we are going to discuss in this. Simple past we learned. Okay, don't forget what are the things we discussed. Where we use simple past tense, we have said mainly main two places we use. One is an action that has just finished, means not long time ago, just before it completed an action. In that case, another one, no time has specified in it. So in that case also, and we will get a sense that that action has completed. So in that case also simple past will be using, and the format of the sentence also we said, examples we said, and the past form of the verbs also we have discussed, and the pronunciation also we have done. You got it? Now past continuous tense we are moving on to. Past continuous tense. We use the past continuous to say someone was in the middle of doing something at a certain time. The action or situation had already started before that time. Okay, what does it mean? Did you understand? That is, just before you started to watch my video, you were in the middle of something. Okay, so if I ask you where were you, then you will say that I was washing my clothes, I was taking breakfast. That means Right now you were in the middle of something at a certain time means just before the time. Where were you if I ask a question, or if I ask to me a question what I was doing? I was in the middle of another action, that action has completed. So that you can say that as a continuous, it was a continuous action in the past time for a little time. Yesterday, yes, yesterday, David and Jimmy played tennis. They began at 10 and finished at 11. So, this is a situation. This is a situation is giving. Okay, a situation yesterday. A time reference is given, that is yesterday. Two the subjects are David and Jimmy played tennis. Okay, that is past form, and they began that action or the play at 10 o'clock and finished at 11. What were they doing at 10:30? Definitely our answer will be they were playing tennis at 10:30. They were playing because that is the middle of the action. You got it? 10 o'clock started the play and 11 o'clock finished, and the middle of the play is 10:30. What they were doing at 10:30? So definitely we can use the past continuous form of the tense here. They were playing tennis at 10:30. They were in the middle of playing tennis. They had started playing. You see, they had started, not started. Okay, they had started playing, but they didn't finish it. Finished. Okay, and pronunciation finished, the sound do only, but started. Okay, they had started playing but they didn't finish it. So this type of situations, if you are telling about something in the middle of the action, that already that has happened in the past. Okay, so that time we will be using the past continuous tense forms. Study. Okay, simply don't watch, study it. I expect you are learning and you are writing, you are making your own notes. You have examination next week. I'm not going to give you any notes. Based on my video, I will be asking you the questions. So prepare for that. Simply as a fun, if you're watching, never, you are not going to study. So this is the before time, before the break. Now we can take a short break. In this break time, if you wish to make any you want an activity or you want to go for a tea break, you can pause the video, you can go for a tea, or you can have something and come back and continue watching the video. And those who don't want to go, they can keep on watching. Here I am going to play a small another magic. If you have I didn't take my purse here, so I don't have now. And if you have a coin, a small coin, if it is of 1 rupee or 2 rupee coin, if you have, take that coin and gum, paper gum is enough, or any other gum also. If you have, you can take that gum also. I will show you the video of a small magic. Okay, look, take a coin. It's magic. I'm putting into my hand to inside. You have seen it. Yes, it's a trick. It's a camouflage, shocking, like this, vanishing the coin. You see, I did not wear the full hand, full sleeve. Okay, yeah, the vanished coin can be taken also. Simple. You know the secret? Here the secret. I told you the gum, that you can paste the gum there. While you are inserting, actually you are sticking that coin there. Yes, so that vanished. Actually the coin was there. This is the secret of this. Now while you are again taking, you can put into your inside. Yeah, as if you are taking from inside your hand. You can play like that. So in this case, dear children, all the magic, in the previous magic also you did not send me your video. I expect your video you also. So this is also a kind of art. You can be a good magician also in future sometimes. If you have such a talent, you can make out. Okay, let me see that. Just record a video like this with clarity and good expressions. So, and you can bring out more, that you can exaggerate it like that. Okay, that vanished something, or some mantras you can recite or something, and that vanishing and all. So this is a part of your brain, how you can make it more realistic, or how you can make it more illusionary. That is up to you. This is a simple technique. Only the thing is that never you allow anyone to sit at the back of you, because we are showing our hand like this. If someone is out at the back, and ensure that there is no mirror also at the back, mirror or glass or something, because that will reflect to the audience. So these are all the things you have to take in your mind well in advance before you start. If there are such kind of problems, very technically, in a tricky manner, you have to avoid it. If someone is standing beside you, in back of you, you can invite him very respectfully. This is very important, and ask them to be seated in front of you like that, and all that is up to you. It's a trick, very simple trick. Anywhere you can show this. Okay, let me see first. You show to me first. Okay. We are moving. We stopped before the break. We stopped that past continuous tense we were discussing. Past continuous tense, that is the usage we were telling. One usage we said that. Another one, it is used to express a continued or ongoing action in the past. An ongoing action which occurred in past and completed at some point in past. Okay, everything that completed in the past. It was an ongoing process. Okay, expressed ongoing action in the past. An ongoing action which occurred in the past and completed also in the past in the some another time. For example, it was raining. That started in the past and finished also in the past, and it was an ongoing process at that time. Okay, it expresses an ongoing nature of an action in past. Past continuous tense is also called past progressive. Okay, just underline it. Past progressive. Some teachers use past progressive, or some textbook they refer past progressive. So past progressive and past continuous, same, only different words only. Past progressive also we can use. The structure of the sentence is positive sentence, subject plus was or were with plural, was with singular, plus ing form of the verb and object, then place and time. Then negative sentence, the only the difference is that after the was or were we will use not. Was not, were not, wasn't, weren't, like that. Questions, we will bring the auxiliary at the beginning of the sentence, like was or were. The sentence will start with was or were, then the subject verb ing form of the verb and object, like that we will. Then examples, they were laughing at the joker. They were laughing. He was taking exam last month. He was taking exam last month. And the negative sentence is that you were not waiting for him yesterday. Negative sentence, you were not. Okay, and you not were waiting is wrong, and you were waiting not for him yesterday, that also different meaning will come. Then she was not working in a factory, as another example. Question, obviously, was she working in a factory? Was she working? Start with the auxiliary. Was it raining yesterday? Was it raining yesterday? So like that we can make the examples of past continuous tense. Now we are going through past perfect tense. Okay, past perfect tense can be used to express an action which has occurred in past usually a long time ago, and action which has occurred in past before another action in past. Did you understand or not? How many of you did understand this sentence? What I said, I will explain. Listen here. You are not listening, that is why. Listen here. That means first sentence you will know. That is, it is used to express an action which has occurred in past. That means occurred means happened in the past. An incident, an action that has occurred in the past, usually very long time ago. For example, something happened in your KG's class time. I had cried when I joined in the school. I had cried. So that occurred in long time ago. That is why had cried is the past perfect tense. Then another usage is that this is very important. This is very important. Two things happened in the past. Okay. For example, bell rang. What it? Bell rang. One action. Bell rang. Another one. I went to class. I went to class. Two things happened. Bell rang and I went to class. So both are past. So in this case, two things happened in the past, So in order to say, in order to express what happened first, that thing we will express in past perfect tense. Example, bell had rung. The bell had rung. I went to class. You got. It means that in that sentence, it means that the bell ringing of the bell happened first. Then I went to class happened the next. So in that case, if there are two actions like this in the past, I ran, the train left. Two action. I ran, the train left. How to express, which happened first? That will be what happened first. That will be expressed in past perfect tense. I ran fast, but the train had left. Train had left. Had left. Had left is the past perfect tense. I ran fast. The train had left. Okay. So what? There the train left. That happened first. Then coming, I ran fast. So in that past, there are two things happened. In that case, to denotes, to express what happened first, that we will be given in expressed in past perfect tense. Example, I had lived in America. The sense of time in this sentence refers to a completed action in past, and especially a long time ago. I had lived in America. If I say to you, I had lived in America, what sense you will get? Once upon a time. Correct? Once upon a, not now. The sense of the time is that, yeah, that is a long time ago. I had lived in America. I had lived in America means that once in the very long time ago in the past, he had lived in America. That is the meaning of it. Okay. Past perfect tense, that structure is positive sentence. Subject plus had will come, then V3 form of the verb and object. Negative sentence, after the had we will add not, had not. Then question, we will start the sentence with the auxiliary had plus subject plus V3 form of the verb, like this. Simple. You can look into this and learn it. Examples, they had visited a doctor is a past perfect tense. I had finished my work last year. That is another example. Negative sentence we can make like this, he had not slept. Then I had not finished. After the auxiliary we put the negative word not. Before the V3 form of the verb we use not. Then question, we will start with the auxiliary had. Had I finished my work last year? Had it rained heavily last month? So like this the questions will be coming. And past perfect continuous, the last tense. We are moving on to the end of this video. So where we will use this past perfect continuous tense, the usage. It is used to express a continued or ongoing action started in past and continued until some time in past. What I said, an action that was continuing, ongoing thing that started in the past and continued until some time in the past. Okay, for example, some of you were in the another school before this school, so you can say that I had been studying in Islahia. If it is any school, I had been studying in Islahia school for 2 years, for 5 years, or till 2018, like that you can express. Got it? Then another usage, there will be a time reference such as since, okay, for 3 hours, like that. Now I said in my example this, for which the action had started. A sense of time reference is found in these sentences to show that action had started in past and continued till some time in past. That is the example I told you now. I had been studying since 2009 to 2018. I had been studying means started in the past and continued in the past and finished in the past. Now 2020, everything that completed, everything in the past, started also long time ago, continued for some time, and finished also in the past. So such actions can be expressed in past continuous tense. Sometimes since this time, like that, or for this much hours or days or months or years, like that will be giving. Such time reference or sense of reference is the identity of present perfect continuous tense, because it tells the action has started from a particular time in the past for some time, for some continued for some time. That is the meaning of past perfect continuous. The meaning of past perfect continuous is the past perfect continuous means that an action started long time ago in the past and continued it for some time in the past and finished also in the past. Such an action can be expressed in past perfect continuous tense. This is the usage. Please note that if there is not time reference or sense of time reference is not there, then it is not past perfect continuous. Okay, if there is no time reference like that, since or for, or any reference like that long time ago, like that, if there is no any kind of time reference is not given, then you are not expected to use past perfect continuous tense, because there is no hint about the time of action when it started in the past or continued for some time period. So it seems just an ongoing action in past which resembles past continuous tense. Okay, if there is no beginning and end, like that, no time reference, it was an ongoing thing in the very long time ago. If there is no such type of sense is not there in that sentence, better not to use past perfect continuous. You can use past continuous, not to use past perfect continuous, no need. In that case you can use past continuous tense. So the reference of time differentiates between past perfect continuous tense and past continuous tense. You got it? If there is a time reference like this, it was an ongoing action like that, since, to, like that, for, like that action, then that is past perfect continuous. And if there is no time reference like that, just only an ongoing action, it means that simply past continuous tense only, not perfect continuous. Then some rules that since or for is used before the time reference in sentence. Okay, if the time reference is exactly known, such as 1995 4 o'clock, then since is used before the time in a sentence. What I said, if you are going to express the clear exact time, then it is better to use since. Okay, since 1995 4 o'clock, like that. Since exact time, if you know, since 4 o'clock, if you know the time, better to use since. If the time reference is not exactly known, such as 3 hours or 6 years or 4 days, then better to use for, used for the time. So not need to since 3 years, no, for 3 years. If you don't know the exact time, then use for. Since 3 weeks I did not sleep well, then no need to use since. Okay, for. If you don't know the exact date, exact time, better to use for. That is the difference between for and since. Got it? Then past perfect continuous tense structure means like this: subject will come, had will come, then been, then ing form of the verb, then object, then since or for, then plus time, like this. Negative sentence, after the had you have to use not, had not been. Okay, then the remaining part, questions, first the auxiliary will come, had will come at the beginning of the sentence. That is the difference of the question. This is the structure of the past perfect continuous tense. Then examples: I had been living in America since 2003. I know the exact date, that is why I used since. If it is for 8 years, then for 8 years. I had been living in America since 2003. He had been playing cricket for 2 hours. Exact time is not known, that is why for is given, for 2 hours. Since 2 hours is wrong. Negative sentence, I had not been waiting for him for 1 hour. Okay, I had not been waiting for him for 1 hour. She had not been playing chess since 7 o'clock. She had not been playing. She had not been writing the homework since 4 o'clock, like that. Had I been waiting for him for 1 hour? Had he been playing chess 7 o'clock? Like that. So these are the examples. So I hope that you have understood it and everything is very clear. Okay, dear children, we conclude our video by this note. This tense forms, if you now you rewind, we have discussed the 4 tenses. Simple past, what are the usages? Think about it. Do you get it? If you don't know, watch it again, that part. What is the usage of past continuous? What is the past perfect? What is the difference between past perfect continuous and past continuous? If you don't know these questions answers, you have to watch it again. If you know these answers, it means that you have learned it. Definitely, clearly you must know. And you can make an example for all the 4 tense forms. It means you have learned my video. And if you can change the one tense form to another tense in past itself, then it means that you have learned the video. You know the structure of all the tense forms in past. It means that you have listened to my video and you have been listening to my video. And you can write all the right answers. If I give an example for making any exercise related to past tense forms, it means you have learned it. Then it means that definitely you will get the answers in examination also. Moreover, your English will be better, not better, the best, I can guarantee you. So learn it again and again. If you don't know, I conclude my video. Sorry for this type of lengthy video because of this topic. Okay, thanking you everyone. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Okay, see you again. We will meet again. Okay, wish you all the best. And please comment your response to this video to my private number and fill the feedback form also. Thank you.